So we grew 33% year on year. We were on about 60K a month when we first started. We definitely saw an improvement in ROAS. We managed to get our first 100K a month. So it's been good from a results perspective. Dan here from Home Living Store. We're an online furniture and home living store, fully e-commerce. So before BlueSense, we were still fairly new, but we had tried a couple of other agencies. We'd only really tried paid ads to that point, and aside from that, we were doing SEO and email marketing in-house. We had Tegan come in, and what we've liked about Tegan around the data is just the amount of communication and him explaining what things mean to us. So it's not so much about we already had the data, but it's the communication style and the way they run us through it. And then we can make decisions because they help us understand, give their insights on what things mean. We were on about 60K a month when we first started. We definitely saw an improvement in ROAS. We managed to get our first 100K a month. So it's been good from a results perspective. So we grew 33% year on year, which is good. That's the direction the business wants to keep going. I think we already had a pretty reasonable ROAS when BlueSense came on board, and we didn't realize that it was reasonable considering other factors, and they still managed to optimize it. And then you have your ups and downs in the market, and when things have been bad, what I really like is they haven't ran from it. They've been really honest and transparent. When things aren't going good, just told us how it is. Still proactive when things are going well, and when things aren't going as well, very honest and just telling us and explaining what they're doing to pivot. Yeah, I mostly like communication structure. So for us, we went from being very new, didn't really know what to expect, and speaking to our agency probably once a month in a bit of a meeting where we just ask questions, to very structured, we're going to send you an update video once a fortnight. Tegan tells us what's happening, and then in between that we have the meetings where, again, he runs us through the back end of everything, his perspectives, and then asks us questions. The way we first discovered BlueSense, I think it was Sebastian that reached out and just said, can I do a 5-minute video, and just gave us an audit on the site, the same video audits we still get. And so we could see the kind of communication we were going to get, and then the structure, just like you're going to get this once a fortnight, and then we're going to do a meeting in between, and the Slack. We didn't have Slack. We didn't have daily messages. So knowing we were going to get that was, a big part of the decision. Everyone can talk the talk, and we get at least 10 a week calls and emails from other agencies trying to get our business. And everyone says they can get the results, and everyone says the same things. But what we found from experience is these guys, or BlueSense, have been the only ones that have just communicated, just done what they said they were going to do. It's very simple. Just communicated often and effectively, and we feel like they're giving us their time for free a lot of the time, giving us a lot of extra time. We're speaking to SEO agencies and we're saying, what's your communication structure? And we didn't know what a communication structure was before BlueSense. So we're going, what's your communication structure? Because we've realized it's the actions that create the result, not vice versa. So to me, it's super important that you've got that daily communication and not just looking at the monthly result and that's it. So I think the best strategy we saw was, obviously we wanted to increase revenue and margin, as everyone does. And so we were able to work with BlueSense to double down on the categories that were going to achieve that, and we did that really well. I'd recommend BlueSense to anyone looking to really understand what's going on in their accounts, and that values the close communication with the person who's actually making changes to the ads, rather than people that are sort of just promising results in the background.